Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a technology that's set to completely change the face of the classroom, artificial intelligence, or AI. We're going to see how this tech can revolutionize science education at the primary level, turning one of the most challenging subjects into something accessible and genuinely exciting for kids.
But first things first, let's start with a question that many parents and teachers have probably faced. Why is it that a subject as amazing as science so often becomes a major roadblock for children?
To answer that, we first need to understand the gap between the goals of science education and what's actually happening in the classroom. You can see a pretty clear disconnect, right? On one hand, the goal of science is to build absolutely essential skills, like critical thinking and problem solving, the very foundation for lifelong learning. But for many students, the reality is different. The content feels too abstract, the processes are complicated, and let's be honest, it can sometimes feel a bit boring.
So what's causing this difference? Let's drill down into the specific challenges that are really happening in primary school classrooms.
The problem can really be summed up in three main limitations. First, a lot of science content is abstract. Think about atoms, ecosystems, or gravity, things that are hard to see or touch. Second, the scientific process itself is complex, with multiple steps of observation and experimentation. And third, there are real-world constraints, limited resources, and time that make effective hands-on learning incredibly difficult to pull off.
But what if there was a way to bridge this gap? This is exactly where AI comes into play. And for a generation of kids who are already digital natives, it's about to become a real game changer.
And when we talk about AI in this context, it's not some far-out sci-fi concept. It's a powerful educational tool. It's technology designed to transform complex, abstract information into something simple, understandable, and flexible for today's learners. Here's how it works in practice. AI makes science tangible. Instead of just reading about a galaxy, kids can interact with a 3D model. Through visuals, sound, and powerful simulations, AI doesn't just teach science, it brings science to life. But this doesn't mean technology is replacing teachers. Just the opposite, actually. It elevates the teacher's role, transforming them into designers of learning innovation. This quote from the research captures the shift perfectly. With AI tools at their fingertips, teachers are no longer just lecturers. They become architects of the learning experience. They are the ones who create and guide students on new, innovative educational paths. And teachers aren't just left on their own. They're supported by a clear framework that helps them analyze the curriculum and strategically apply these digital tools to achieve the best possible learning outcomes for their students.
So, when we put it all together, the power of AI and the new role of the teacher, what does the future of science education look like?
The ultimate goal is holistic student development. It's not just about getting kids to memorize facts for a test. It's about building a solid knowledge base, developing critical thinking skills, and, most importantly, fostering a positive and sustainable attitude towards science. We want to create lifelong learners who stay curious about the world around them.
This transformation is really just the beginning. And as these tools become even more sophisticated, it leaves us with an exciting question to think about. What other amazing potential can technology unlock in our next generation of thinkers, innovators, and problem solvers? Thanks for watching.